So, it's basically a quiet lunchtime. It's been raining quite a bit, so parks aren't very reliable if I'm honest, but this is my nearest park, and I'll give you a little tour of it in a minute just to show you just how unique it is. Every time I learn something new, I sort of try and come here, and if I can get it on the mini ramp, that's cool. I can try and practice on this little like 2.5 foot, 3 foot here. There's no run up really, so conditions aren't ideal, but I do my best. My local park in southeast London. It's weird, right? Because you might be able to see that it's wrapped around this basketball court. So it ends up being this long strip down here, which is actually uphill as you look at it. Yeah, it's a crazy little park. There's this bit here, which is like this. Oh, there's someone there. They don't want to be in this. They don't want to be in this, do they? I mean, let's be honest, I don't really want to be in this. It's got this like kind of, I don't know what you'd call it. It's just like a little flipping bunker at the bottom with a mellow kind of 2.5, 3 foot quarter pipe wrapping around it off this big bank. So I don't know what I mean, you come in so quickly off this bank for those quarter pipes. It's just a bit insane. I mean, there's probably a really nice roll on grind there that I'll not do because it's the wrong side for me at the moment. I love the park though. The concrete's quite smooth, despite some bits and pieces. There's a lot of debris quite often, but you can go through and clear that up quite quickly because it's a small park. One of those cool things which I've yet to hit yet. I really like to have a go at one of those, like the little kind of, I don't know what you call it, like a little quarter built into a bank, massive mani pads or ledges that I look forward to being able to grind on eventually. The top of the park as you come in, there's this lovely mini ramp, which is, I'd say 3.5 foot at that end, and then 2 to 2.5 foot this end, and it goes downhill. I guess it makes sense that you might have a bigger ramp that end because you're going to go downhill more speed, but you have to really pump to come up here. And I remember when I first came here, it would be like learning to pump and then getting out of that side and just ending halfway. So you really have to pump out of that one. But it's been a good learning ground so far. Got my first rock and roll on that end, which I'm pleased about. I've gone proper jelly. The little adrenaline thing, because it's the first time I've done that, and so I was a bit scared. And just landing it was nerve-wracking. Whew. Tried it before here, but never landed yet. Yeah, first one here. one of the tricky things about this park is the coping. It's really nice coping, but as you can see, it hardly sits up from the deck or from the front. I'm scared that I don't have anywhere to lock in, so you know, I know that I'm trying to get my wheel over the top, which is fine and easy, but then when I get to here, I just, a bit of me is really nervous that it's not going to lock in. But it does every time, although if you go too far, made it true. I'm just going to practice some ollies here. This is kind of like my little ollie practice spot, so let's try that. That was hardly moving. This is a rubbish place to do that.